Well, we knew this was coming due to the pre-order date that we discussed just a few days ago. It is currently Japan time, March 10th. So get ready to rock out with your Energon out. We have our first photo shoot and stock images look of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Commander Class Rodimus Prime. Or as they call it here, Rodimus Convoy. KD-12 Rodimus Convoy for the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom line. Now, we talked about this a few weeks ago. We had a somewhat obscured image, didn't show the whole picture. We got a little bit of the robot mode, a little bit of half the alt mode. Now we have a better idea of everything. There's still some stuff missing. I'll get into that in a moment, but otherwise we got a pretty good indication at what's going on here. So we have the full robot mode. We have a sign of some of the weapons, how the trailer looks in the alt mode, how the trailer looks in battle station mode, and everything like that. So let's go top to bottom. First, we got the robot mode. The same image we saw before, but now not blurred like crazy. It comes with the Sword of Primus and his Photon Eliminator, the classic gun that he's always had. Looks like it's one piece, does not break down into two like previous masterpieces have done. It's one solid piece of plastic, and it looks really cool. It could be even double wielded, and they even show it with one of his many effects parts or energy parts that he will be getting. Looks really cool. Also, it's nice to see that the knees aren't yellow as opposed to a Studio Series one, but that's just another silly nitpick. Let's get into the alt mode. So first we had that image that we already saw of the, I guess we'll call it the hot rodded car mode, but of course, it's really just how Rodimus looks when it's detached from it. We also saw how it looks when it's attached to the trailer. Now the trailer looks, it's the spitting image of almost the Masterpiece one, but the one flaw that I have here to complain about, and it's really just, I was expecting that the trailer could maybe slide forward, not the trailer, the spoiler could maybe slide forward a little bit to give a really nice kind of final look. And it does look a little awkward having the spoiler be so far back into the trailer and just this big like maroon gap area before the top of the windshield. It is kind of odd looking, but it seems to be a common issue because even with the original MPO9, that was also something where it's like, how do we do that spoiler? And they had a kind of also a little bit of a gap issue and it looked kind of awkward, but it is really the spitting image of that Masterpiece trailer. And let's talk about that completely crazy and gonna be oversized battle station mode. Now, I'm reminded of the MPO9 Masterpiece trailer and just how much space that took in the packaging, and when it opened up to make the battle station mode, just how big it was. And it's pretty much invoked the same way here. And like I said before, notice at the end of that little gray platform, the little clip there to continue the city mode kind of gimmicks, the little road playsets, get your Toxin-esque kind of characters and all your little road kind of characters, and make your little Transformer playsets connecting with each other. And there's also a ton of little peg holes here for either fossilizers or what they list here as effects parts. He does the little trailer, he does the little turret, he has the little blast shields, he could be back there controlling the little turret and shooting. All the stuff that we've expected from pretty much a Generation 1 Rodimus Prime toy. Not much surprises there. Also at Amazon.jp, Amazon Japan, they gave a product details list which tells us about more stuff than we see here. So it says here you come with the Rodimus Convoy figure, the trailer, the turret, which I guess it sounds like it's detachable, the turret, if it's a piece. Weapon number 1, his gun, obviously is his Photon Eliminator. Weapon number 2, his sword, the Sword of Primus. 10 effect parts, which is like, wow. We only see one here on the edge of his gun here, but it says there's going to be 10 effect parts, which, what was it? Commander class Jetfire had 6, if I remember correctly. So that's even more than Commander class Jetfire. So there's 10 different effect parts, so that's pretty exciting to have a whole bunch of those. And here's a really interesting one that we didn't know, but we were pretty much expecting, the Matrix of Leadership. And when you kind of zoom in on the chest of the first robot mode image, specifically the one with the Sword of Primus, and you see that there is a cut above his chest, and it probably looks like that chest opens up and has a Matrix cavity in his chest to put the Matrix of Leadership. I mean, I think we were kind of expecting that anyways, but it's nice to now have it confirmed. A character card, which is pretty cool. Now the question is, with that character card, is it going to be in the traditional peel to reveal golden disc thing, and Rodimus is going to have a unique character card with a unique destiny? Or is it going to be part of just the running assortment of 3 that are shared among all the different price points of that wave? We don't know. Should be interesting to see. But if it's a unique one specifically to that, that's going to be tough to get both. And then, of course, they list also instruction manuals. This is pretty hype. Looks pretty good. Again, I'm not feeling 100% the alt mode with the trailer and that big gap in between, but at the same time, it's been this ongoing issue with a Rodimus Prime. Even like the Titanium's one, they had a weird way of handling the spoiler and stuff and folding it up. So, I mean, I'm not trying to make an excuse for it. It does look weird, but at least the robot mode looks really nice. It's got that ox design. And I love that big spoiler. It just looks really cool. It just has that beefy kind of Obari Studio Ox kind of look. It looks really nice. So KD-12, Rodimus Convoy, Rodimus Prime, Transformers War for Cybertron Commander Class, Kingdom. The price for this pre-order currently on Amazon JP is 1,300 yen. The pre-order starts today. And the estimated release date is August 2021. So that probably gives us a strong indication of when we will probably get that stateside too. So that's pretty exciting. A lot of stuff going on here. Looks really good. Hopefully we'll get some more images of the Matrix pieces, of the effect parts, just to really hammer home what we get here. Man, 10 effect pieces. So like it's got to be like the double part of the turret, like the 2 little barrels. We have the end of his photon eliminator there. Probably going to maybe have something with the sword too, maybe some kind of glowing thing or a slashing thing with the sword. Who knows? But 10 effect pieces, that's pretty hype. The fact that it's even more than Jetfire, I love those effect pieces. They're so great for photography that alone makes it exciting. So check this out, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm a little biased here because it's one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character of all time. So I know that you're going to get a little bit of a bias from my opinion. But let me know what you think about this. Are you excited? Are you hyped? I know a lot of people were expecting a Beast kind of based Commander class. I know I was in a lot of ways. But Kingdom really has been, as it's been progressing, leaning more towards the Generation 1 stuff and less towards that of the Beast War stuff. I mean, when you really think about it, the Titan class is going to be the Ark. The Commander class is going to be Rodimus. And Wave 2 that we have on shelves right now only has Air Razor and Dinobot against, 5 different Generation 1 stuff in Wave 2? Like Huffer and Megatron and Starscream and Ultra Magnus and the RC repack. I know I'm forgetting something. Inferno. So it really is more still of a Generation 1 line with a little bit of Beast Wars flavor. So at least the G1ers who were unhappy about Kingdom being a Beast Wars line, they still got stuff to chew on. And hey, we got a really nice Air Razor and Dinobot coming if you're a Beast Wars fan. So let me know what you think about all this. Still pretty hype, and hopefully we'll get some more images and see how that Matrix of Leadership looks sooner or later.